Well, I don't know. I don't think it's going to stay, but hopefully it doesn't. But we've like had instant fall. It's the last 2 nights were like 47, and last night was 40. So garden's been doing well, other than we did have, I'd hoped they weren't going to find it, but the local raccoon or raccoons have found the corn. And the little buggers, if you've never had raccoons in corn, they know exactly when it's ready. I don't know how. They must have a phenomenal nose. But they get into it, and you know, I wouldn't mind if they ate the whole one corn, but no, they have a little of this one, and then I guess they get bored, and then they go to the next one. So I put up a few things yesterday, picked a whole bunch of it, instead of just sort of picking what we and other people needed. I picked all of it. So we've got it in the refrigerator. I figured, well, you know, once they eat it, even if they only eat a little tiny bite of it, it's pretty much useless. I'm not going to eat the corn that the raccoon picked on. But the rest of the garden's doing well. The pumpkins are growing, the fall squash is growing. Got a little bit more potatoes to bring in. Lettuce is still hanging on. These cool temperatures help that. And let's see, second crop string beans still going good. I got to pick that later today. And you know, otherwise there hasn't been a whole lot. I mean, we're still into this whole coronavirus thing. Things are seemingly getting better. Hopefully they stay that way. Are they going to stay all through fall, winter? I'd be surprised. You know, and then top it off with flu season. Could be an interesting one. But, you know, it is what it is, and you're going to have to just deal with what we have. Hopefully the mountain opens. That's one of my big hopes. I applied to be a ski instructor again up there. I used to do that, you know, years ago. And, well, not that many years, but a few years ago. So I'll hopefully get to be a ski instructor again, and then I'll get to buy new skis, because I think in all the years I've skied, I can't remember buying skis that weren't either on a race plan or a pro plan. So, you know, that generally means you're gonna buy skis that are $1,200–$1,500 skis without the bindings on them for, you know, $300–$400 with the bindings. It's quite a substantial savings. So hopefully that comes through. Coffee's we're going to be doing a thing with the local hospital in St. Johnsbury. They have actually doing a couple things with the hospital. One is we're going to do a monthly giveaway, sort of as a thanks to all the good work they do, not only because of the coronavirus, but for everything else they do. So there's going to be like 4 bags a month we're going to do with them, and that way they'll have that to raffle off. People can hopefully look forward to getting the coffee. And the other one we're doing for September and October is breast cancer awareness. And what we're going to do is in September, we're going to take the Bolivian Fair Trade coffee. So every one of those bags that sells is going to, I'm going to give them $1. And then in October, we're going to use the Rwanda beans, and every one that sells. And they're making up a sticker for that. So then I've got to, hopefully later today, send away and get those stickers made so I can start putting those on the bags. So when we sell the coffee, that'll go well. I mean, I don't know how well it's going to go. I mean, hopefully it helps a little bit. You know, it's one of those things you can only do what you can do, and hopefully people will be happy that, you know, we're trying to do something, and be happy to buy the coffee, or buy the coffee for themselves, for friends, whatever. And I think I've told you before, it's turned more into a local thing, not so much a shipping, because shipping has just gone outrageous. I mean, you know, and it's just getting worse. So I don't know what's going to happen, but I think the shipping thing is going to kill a lot of it unless you can do free shipping. Not many people who are small businesses can afford to eat. You know, like in this particular case, you know, because of COVID and unemployments and all that kind of stuff, we dropped the coffee to $12.99 a bag. But if you ship it, and we subsidize part of the shipping, but if we didn't subsidize the shipping, it would cost $8 or more, depending on where you are, to ship that bag. So when people look at that, they go, wait, oh, the coffee's not bad, $12.99. What? 8 something to ship it? The deal breaker. And I get that. I mean, you know, there's not much I can do. You know, I've got to, if you buy 4 bags or more, shipping's free, but still, not everybody's going to buy 4 bags at the same time. So, I don't know. We just keep plugging along, trying. Tomorrow's farmer's market. I've been roasting up some coffee this morning, and I'll finish that off this afternoon. And then if it's not raining, you know, I have a mountain bike. Sid has a mountain bike, and we're trying to teach the kids, or mostly me, to teach the kids how to ride their bikes, because they're 5 and 7, and their muscles need to be worked on. They're not as strong as they could be. So things are moving along, as long as they're moving, right? If they're not moving, you're... So recently we've had a issue in the corn with the raccoon, and he was in here. Well, you can see he was in here testing. He doesn't know what he's doing, but I tried to set up this last night, so it's like a motion sensor light. I don't know if it did a whole lot of good or didn't, but I only see 1 or 2 that got eaten or tested. There's not a lot of corn left in here. He was in here, so I can see like here, yeah, he came, he tried it, he didn't like it so much. So I don't know, I think next year, yeah, he was over there on that one too. I think next year we're gonna have to put electric fence for this guy, and as my grandson says, you can sit out here and with your gun and shoot him. And I'm like, well, that would be great if I knew when he was coming, but I don't. So I guess and I put coffee grounds all over, so he did less damage last night with the coffee grounds than he has in previous nights, but I guess not totally effective. Gotta bring the I haven't used them in years, the chainsaw and the weed whacker in to get a tune-up, fixed, whatever you want to call it, so they work again. The fall is coming, and I'm gonna need those both to do a little cleanup here and there, so that's what I'm off to do first thing this morning. And coffee's all ready for farmer's market. Who knows, it's a beautiful day, so hopefully it's a good market. I mean, some coffee's already come and been sold, just a matter of pickup. Others I haven't heard from, so I don't know. You know, it's one of those that you just keep working at it, and hopefully over time it picks up. Well, I just stopped at Agway, and the lady says people have been having good luck with this to keep the raccoons out of their corn, so I guess we'll see. So while the rest of the country, or a lot of it, is baking, we're having sort of fall already, which isn't totally unusual for here. We'll get some warm days and some nice days. Evenings are 40s and 50s, and the days will go into the 70s generally. And I remember, you know, this being, when we were in Eleuthera, one of the hottest times of the year. Late August, September, wouldn't cool off until well into October, but not here. But everything's, you know, going as it does here. The economy is a little bit slow, shall we say, because there's Canadian borders closed. A lot of the business around here comes from Canadians, and that's not happening. So, you know, it's one of those things that hopefully, you know, things are going to have a change, and then in that change will be some positive things. But there's going to be a lot of negative stuff that happens with all of this. How it all turns out is anybody's guess, I think. But, you know, I think that you're going to have to stay in business, or even to stay working. It's going to be a lot more difficult than it used to be for a lot of people. And for a lot of people, it's not even going to be an option if they don't have someplace to go to work too. So what are they going to do? I really don't know, you know, but something's got to happen. You can't have millions of people who aren't employed for years. It just doesn't work. Or I don't see how it's going to work. Market went fairly well. It was a nice day. I would have expected a higher turnout of people, but you know, we did pretty good. A lot of repeat customers, so that's a plus. Hopefully that continues. That's what goes. Sid sold most of her stuff, so I don't have as much to eat in the sweet department. But there was, I think, a bread left over, a couple other things. So, you know, I'll do it. Yeah, I'll eat it.